Hello, my friends, and welcome to my very first type of video where I'm going to take products that I've had before but never really tested or really critiqued, and then also try to do some new products that I come across that I like and I want to share them with you and kind of go through and critique those as well. So I'm going to start with Archer and Olive, which is obviously a company that a lot of people use, a lot of people know about them, but because I really just kind of got into journaling, I never really dabbled with Archer and Olive too much. So I have like followed them on Instagram. I have seen their things. I like their stickers. I like their washi and that kind of stuff, but I've never used any of their products yet. So this is my first time having anything from Archer and Olive. I've got a set of calligraphs here, acrylographs. And I'm trying to remember, like, there's different names for things. So the acrylograph, is that how you say it? This I think is a different pen type than the calligraph, which I believe is just like a regular marker. I don't think this one you have to do as much work to as you do these guys. So these ones you really have to shake them and prime them and get them ready. I think the calligraphs are the ones that just straight up you can just write with them right away. Kind of similar to any of the other like type pens that we have, like these type, like the clean color dot pens or the, oh, that's a dot pen, but see how it's double-sided, so you dot on one side, write on the other. I don't think there's any prep to this, but we're going to test them out. We also have from the subscription box, for the June subscription box, we have the fine liners, which is new. There's also a new black fine liner. We have the pencil and pen set, which also came in the subscription box. And then I have the two journals that came in the subscription box, along with some stuff that I had ordered prior to this that came in like literally a few days before the subscription did. So I'm going to kind of test them out using their journals. I can try in another journal, maybe in one of my Hubman and Chubb Girls, to see if the paper quality is the same or better. So I will grab one of those and have it here so we can, let me find one that I didn't scribble all over. So we probably use this one. So this is Hubman and Chubb Girls. So we'll test out the paper in here, see how it is compared to the Archer and Olive. Okay, so I'll keep that one off to the side, just kind of test out the pens. And then I'll go through these. So this is their Traveler's Notebook size right here. And these are similar to, so if you're familiar with like, if you're one of my friends that love Coco Daisy and have subscribed to Coco Daisy, their Daisy Dory, the standard traveler size Daisy Dory, is what I used to use all the time. That was like my ride or die. I used that for everything. It was where I did my monthly planning, my memory keeping, everything. Well, I stopped doing that because I moved into some other different planners that I found that it worked better for me. But what I do have is a ton of these. So I have them for like every season, every color. Red, obviously this is the navy one. I've got all the different colors, a bunch of different people that make them. Printpression makes them. Trying to remember which one this one is. So I wanted to see, it doesn't say. Yeah, it does. This is an Echo Park. So Echo Park makes them. And then this is the one that came in the monthly subscription. And this one, I wanted to see if they fit. And they do. They fit wonderfully. So as you can see here, I've got like my little thing in the back, which I made ages ago, and I decorate it for each month, depending on what I'm using in the planner for that month. So this is just a bunch of pockets that I made, and then I put cards in. You can see all the Coco Daisy stuff in here, and I haven't used this in such a long time that I didn't even clean it out. I mean, there's stuff in here from last year. So I'll go through this and probably get rid of this, or maybe I'll change it out. I don't know. We'll see. There's even stuff from fall in here. It's funny. I just grabbed one to see if it would fit, and it does. So the way that I found that it works best with this type of book, because you've got your elastic here. This is a linen book, so you definitely want to keep these protected, because I imagine that it would be pretty easy for this cover to get messed up. So putting it inside of a cover is not a bad idea. And then when you open it up, you know, you've got your real pretty, hang on one second. I got a dog scratching at the door. What's wrong, baby girl? Come on in. Hi. Hi. What are you scratching at the door for? Here, come. Oh, here we go. Get up there. Here. You want your bone? Here. Let's give you the bone. Here you go, princess. Okay, I am back. Okay, so we have this really pretty gold foiling on the inside cover, and this comes on most of them, except for I noticed not on the blackout. It doesn't have it on the blackout. Then you've got this little, this book belongs to, this paper is thick. It's thick, and it feels nice. So we'll see if there's any ghosting that happens with this paper, but I imagine probably not. This feels thicker than Hubman and Chubb Girl. Yeah, it does. Feels thicker. So this type of cover actually has where you could put it in the pocket if you wanted to. You can see there's a pocket back here, but I tried to slide it in the pocket. It would be a tight fit, and I think it's because of this gusseted pocket in the back. So if you want to be able to take advantage of your little gusset pocket in the back, just use the strings and run it through the back, this back one, and then you can close it with your elastic band when you're not using it, and then you have all your decorations inside, and then you can close it up and go. So like I said, this is the one that came in the June subscription box. So their subscription is quarterly, so there won't be another one for a while. This subscription for June was $75. I don't know if it changes with the next one. It might change depending on what they have in the box. I don't know, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a good deal. For the amount of stuff that I got in this box, this is a really good deal. So if you are looking for quality paper, quality journals, when I'm done with this whole review, we'll see about the ghosting and we'll see about the pens and all that. But from first impressions, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I love everything that I got in the box. Even some of the things that I'm not going to use were still good quality stuff that I really, really liked. So I'll put this one off to the side because that was just a test to see and if they fit, and they do. And then these are the journals. So I don't know if they're still having it or not by the time you see this video, but they were having a sale, and it was basically you don't know what you're going to get. You just know you're going to get a journal, or the other one that I got, there was two like mystery packs that I got. One that was a journal mystery and one that was a sticker mystery. And the sticker kit mystery came with, let me see, I have it right here. So I was making a little pile of things that I wanted to use in my journal. So the mystery kit came with the stickers and the washi, like mashing washi. This is all in the unboxing video at the end of the month. So if you want to see more in depth what I got in both orders and what came in the mystery, and what came in the subscription, then I would check out that video for sure. And then you'll get like a better, more in-depth idea of what came in each one of the orders. Because right now I just have everything out that I'm going to be testing. So I don't really have it out. But that was what came in this one. So this one here is this gorgeous blue, and it feels like a faux leather. It's very soft. It has this gorgeous gold gilding on the top of this. And this actually matches the subscription, not subscription, the mystery stickers. So they actually like, I got the subscription. I can't say it right. It's not a subscription. The mystery stickers and the mystery, these are two different orders, and they managed to match them up. So I'm very happy about that. They totally go together. And this color is absolutely gorgeous. Comes with the little Archer and Olive. All of theirs come with the ribbons. They have the Archer and Olive logo at the bottom in gold. I think some of them are in silver. I think it depends on the type of foiling that they have. So it has a little pen loop so you can fit your pens. I'm going to grab a fatty. So this is like, came in the June subscription box. It's heavy, and the only way I can kind of give you an idea, this sucker is heavier than Simply Gilded. So Simply Gildeds are pretty heavy. This is heavier than this. So it's got a really good weight to it. If you need weighted pens when you're writing, this one, oh, this is some nice stuff. Heavier than Simply Gilded, and it's definitely heavier than Cocoa Daisy. Cocoa Daisy feels like a big pen compared to this. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful weight on that. We'll see about the writing. So let's see if it fits. It's probably gonna be a little bit tight because it's a little bit fatter, but you can see that, yeah, it's kind of tight, but when you put it in, there's where the pen loop is. I'm not gonna leave it in there. And then, like I said, you have the gold foiling. This book belongs to, you've got the dot grid paper, and it's white, a nice white. It's bright white, not like an off-white. And then you've got the gusseted pocket in the back. And then your little closure. This is absolutely beautiful, and it feels gorgeous. So this one was the one that came in the mystery journal thing that I put in my cart. And then this one is the one that came in the subscription. So in this subscription, this is, it's a camp themed, like a summer camp theme, and it's got the flag in gold that says you've got this. The Archer and Olive symbol on the bottom is in gold. You've got the navy. This one's a linen. This one is kind of like a faux leather. This one's a linen. So the linen cover, and then when you open it up, again, it's got the gold foiling on the inside. This book belongs to the very bright white dot grid, and there's a lot of pages in here. I have to look on the website to see how many pages. I'm sure it said it. It might have said it on the box. I don't know. It might have said it on the box, but I put the boxes away, so I don't have them right now. And again, a nice big pocket in the back and your pen loop. So this is the A5 size, nice and big A5. And I have, I don't know if I have an A5 cover available right this second, but, well, actually I do have an A5 cover available, but so this is Aurastell. This is the A5 cover that I'm currently using for my Hobonichi, my A5 complete weekly vertical undated Hobonichi Cousin style planner. So let me set that off to the side and we'll see if this will fit, which I'm sure it will. But you can see here you've got the pockets in the back. So let's see if we want to do it this way. So this doesn't have the strings. So this would have to go in the pocket unless you want it to fall out. If you want to fall out every time you pick up your cover, but it fits in there beautifully. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Oh yes, that is gorgeous. And then this has a double snap. So as it gets fatter, you can put, you can go bigger as you put more stuff in it, so you've got plenty of room. So this is the Aurastell cover, and this is the Disney cover with the Mickey pocket. So definitely fits, but you're going to lose your gusseted pocket in the back if you use this type that doesn't have the strings. If you use the strings though, you also have to be aware this is heavy. This is a heavy A5 notebook, and so you are probably going to have quite a bit of weight on those strings if you put it in one of the covers, and it will most likely like pull your strings and stretch them out to the point where it's going to fall out anyway. So you're just going to have to lose your pocket in the back if you want to use this type of cover. So that definitely fits in there. Happy, love that. And then we'll move on to the next one. So this planner here was, it was in the discount section, and I wanted to try a blackout planner. And of course I had to do something magical because, well, it's me. So I got a magical one. So this is another kind of linen. It looks like a linen, but it's in like this silver sparkle. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but it's got like this sparkly sheen to it. But there's a couple little dings on here, so I think that's why it was in the clearance section. So I got it basically for almost half price. So it's got the gray, it's like a metallic gray, and then it's got the silver magic broom in the middle. You've got the silver Archer and Olive on the bottom of the ribbon, and then you've got the gray closure with the black pen loop. And when you open it up, look at how gorgeous this silver. So it's got silver edging all the way around on the outside of the pages. Very magical. When you open this one up though, there's no gilding on the inside, so no foiling in here. Still have your same "this book belongs to," and then your Archer and Olive on the inside, and then you've got black. So all these pages in here are black with the silver edging, and it's hard to see, but there's a dot grid there. I don't know if this is going to pick it up or not. The lights are probably not doing it justice, but there is a dot grid. It's a very faint white dot grid. So you'll have, you'll still be able to use it just like your other dot grid, but it might be a little bit difficult for you to see. That's the only thing, is like, I can tell I'm going to have to be in the right light. Let me see. I'm going to have to be in the right light to see those dots, but if you have like a glare on the paper, you're not going to see the dots. So, and then again, as always, you have the, maybe not. Nope. Yep. Have the pocket in the back. So that is the blackout journal. So this is the one that I'm dying to use the acrylographs on. I can't wait to use them on this paper right here. So those are the notebooks. Now let's take a look at the pens. So I'm going to start trying to see which one I want to do it in. So since this is the one that I bought specifically to try out those pens, and this is the one I'm going to be using as my dot grid, my bullet journal. Let me find a page where I'm not massacring the back. So I'm going to open this up, and we're going to do a little bit of pen testing on the black paper with the acrylographs. So I read it gives you the instructions on how to use these. So I'll leave it here for a second if you want to read it. But basically what they want you to do is shake the heck out of each one of those pens. You press down to bring the paint to the tip, and then this has like a coating on it, so I think this is what they're expecting you to use as your, and then wipe it off afterwards. So it says here, cleanly wipe off the tip for cleaning and storing, and then it says that you have where is it, blending palette. So they're considering this a blending palette, and it is coated, so I'm imagining that you can probably wipe it off pretty easily. So this is the Amanda Rachel Lee. This is on sale. It's still on the website. I did check as of when I filmed this, and it is the 9th. This is still on the website on sale. So it's like in the clearance section. So if you want to try them out and not like, because there are literally hundreds of colors, like hundreds of packs of colors. So if you just want to try them out and see, this is what you get in this really cool tin. So you can take these out and store them the way that it suggests to. I believe it said to, I'm going to have to read on the website about storing them. I know that there was something on the website. Oh, store them horizontally. So if you're going to lay them flat, then I guess this tin would be a good place to keep them. You just take out this, I don't know what this is, like cardboard. It's like a little cardboard holder. You just take it out and then you can keep them in here, because they say to keep these stored lay flat. So, and there's extra little tips in here. So there's a lot of really pretty colors in here that I thought would be really nice for summer. And then there's a white, which is perfect because we have our black up. So I am going to start by vigorously shaking. And then this came in here, which is just like a little, hey, this is who I am kind of thing. So, and that's that Amanda Rachel Lee. I have no idea who she is. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea. But there's a lot of people out there that I have never heard of in the journaling community, and I'm learning very quickly. Like I have some favorites that I follow on YouTube right now that I get a lot of my ideas from. So I'm kind of excited to kind of jump into this, but at the same time, I'm kind of afraid because I don't want to ruin anything. And I feel like I'm going to ruin it when I set it up, but I will be doing a video of setting up for July. So I am shaking, like it said, you can hear the little paintball in there as it's shaking. I don't know if I'm doing it enough, but it basically says like if you don't get enough ink out of this thing when you're shaking it, like when you go to put it down, shake it some more. So we'll see what happens. So as you can see, there's like nothing on the nib, like there's nothing coming off. So what you have to do, I'm gonna move this out of the way. So I want you to be able to see it. So I'm just gonna zoom you in. Now you're probably not gonna see the white very well on white, but we'll give it a go. And I'm gonna try not to cause too much blunting to the tip. So the only thing about these paint pens is that if you push on it too hard, you're going to flatten the tip. Yeah, it's already coming down the barrel. You're going to flatten out the tip, and then it's going to make it really difficult for you to write like points, to have points. Ooh, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm imagining that you probably can't, but there it is. All right, I'm gonna put it over here. So this is white, so it's probably better if I just do it on here. So can you see that? All right, I'm just gonna make a little swatch page. Oh, look how dark that is. Oh, this is fabulous. There's the white. And then when you are done with it, but I'm not done with it, but when you go to store it, you're supposed to wipe the tips with a cloth. So, but there's the white one. It's gonna take a while because we gotta do each and every one of these. So chances are in editing, I will speed it up and we'll just put all the colors down. Okay, so that is all of the colors that came. Look at how, oh my gosh, on black paper, this is absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to play around with these. So these are going to be perfect for decorating pages. Um, there's like about a million things that I have in my brain right now that I want to use them for. And some of them is just me thinking about Leafy, making things with my little Leafy character inside of my book. But that is, these are the acrylograph. I'm going to say it like that. So now you can see what the name is if you want to go over to Archer and Olive. Like I said, there are a ton of these, a ton. Like every color, they've got them seasonal, like seasonal color palettes. They've got all kinds of stuff. So I can tell you right now that when I get off of here, I'm so impressed with these that I'm probably going to head over to Archer and Olive and place an order for some fall colors and maybe some winter colors or some Christmas ones. We'll see. I gotta go see what they have on the website, but definitely want to stock up on the different colors of this. So the other things that I have here to kind of test out that we're not going to be able to test out in here, because I can tell you right now, black, these are not paint pens. These are just regular pens. So like, unless you have, which I do, and these I'm going to stock up on as well. So just for basic writing. So if you have any of the Jelly Roll pens, and you can get these in different sizes. This is a 0.8, so it's a little bit big, but I'm just going to show you what the Jelly Roll looks like on here. And so this is mostly probably what I would be writing with. Just writing, but it doesn't really, it's not even that good. So this is the Jelly Roll. This is the 0.08. So that's the Jelly Roll 0.08. So you can see that this is probably primarily what I will be writing with in here, just so that I can see really well. And there's other colors of the Jelly Roll pen, so I'll probably like pick up a couple other colors that are light that I think will go really well with the black background. So that's all I'm going to do in this one, because I just wanted to try out those pens in this paper, and then I'm going to flip it over, and you can see there's absolutely no ghosting. There's absolutely nothing. Here, let me back you out a little bit. I'm sorry. You're a little too close. There's nothing. So this is paint. Nothing on this side. So now we're going to go and move over, and you do need, it says you need some time to let it dry. So I'm running my fingers over it right now, and it's dry. So just in the amount of time it took me to put these down, there's nothing. Like the Jelly Roll is still wet, but the rest of them are all dry. And you're supposed to be able to layer these on top of each other, but when we set up the journal and we're using it in the journal, I will be layering, so we'll be able to see how good they layer. But I have seen videos where they're using them that way, and it looks like it's pretty easy. So we'll put the black away and then move on to the white paper. So sorry, my watch is going off. So I'm gonna again flip to the back, because I'm gonna swatch some stuff out in the back. We can do all of these. So this one right here is the fine liner. I'm gonna bring you back in so that you can see, because the fine liner is gonna be pretty fine. This is a 0.4. So 0.4 millimeter black. Ooh, I'm getting ink all over my. So the 0.4 black fine liner. So that's how that one looks on the paper, and this is white paper, so I don't see any ghosting on the back with a black fine liner. So let's try this guy right here, because these two came together in the box. So the fine liner, then you've got a broad brush pen and another fine, but I think this is probably a 0.5. Let's see how fat, because this one doesn't seem as thin as this one. So let's do, this is the, ooh, this is a, interesting. This is like a bouncy tip. So let's do, so I think you could probably do, I don't know how yet because I haven't learned, but I'll try. So Calio. Oh yeah, you can definitely do some calligraphy with this. So this is the Caliograph pen. This is the fine side. Let's see, I'm not like, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry. I will get better because I do have some practice sheets. And then this is the broadside. So let's try like this. There. That's the broadside. So if you were like gonna set up your page and do your like do some like calligraphy type writing for like say you want to put July, this would be the pen to use it for because this has got a nice broad tip, and when you lay it sideways, you can do thin. I think you can do thin. Let's see. So if you yeah, if you lay it over this way, you can go thin with it and bring it down. So you can do it. It's gonna take some practice. It looks terrible. Looks terrible. But anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to stop messing with it. It's just going to look even worse. And then these are the point, same, these are the 0.4. So I'll write the 0.4. They don't have colors written on them. So I'm just going to put red. Fine liner. So that's the red. Let me see if you're still in. You can see. Oh, that is awful. I'm so bad. It's a good thing this is at the back of the book. Here is the 0.4. I guess this would be considered pink. Pink fine liner. I think these are brand new, like not even available in the shop yet, so they don't have colors. But I think if they're bringing them to the shop, they'll probably have colors. Here's a green one. Green fine liner. I know I don't need to put fine liner, but I just want to see it like I want to see how it writes out. And then you got a yellow. And this one's going to be extremely hard to see on this paper. Probably easier to see if I didn't have so many bright lights on it, but there's that one. And then we have a gray one. So 0.4. It's a very light gray. Almost like a cool gray. Fine liner. Okay, so there's the fine liners, and these are what came in the June subscription. So, and I think the June subscription is still open. So if this is something that's piquing your interest, I believe it's still open. And you see that like little scallop on the bottom on the pencil. So this is the pencil. See that little scallop? I think that's an Archer and Olive thing because it's also on the water bottle that came. So I don't know what thickness of lead this is, but I'm going to put the I'll just put Archer and Olive pencil. And then I want to try out the eraser. So, ooh, this paper erase is nice. I can barely see that, like barely see that. So this is really good paper for erasing. So it's going to be good for doodling and like trying to do your drawings. So that's that. And then this is the pen. And my curiosity as to whether or not this pen is a gel or an ink. So let's see. So now we'll do, this is, oh, it's definitely a gel pen. And it's really thin. Archer and Olive pencil pen. So one of the things I'm noticing right away, it's heavy. Definitely heavy, but once you take that barrel off, it's short. So it's really, it feels a lot shorter to me than when I'm writing with the Simply Gilded pens or the Cocoa Daisy pens, or my favorite, which are the Villa Beautifuls. You know what? We didn't test to see the weight against a Villa Beautiful. Let's bring it out. Pretty even. Oh, there, back you out again. Sorry. Worst ever YouTuber. Okay, so Villa Beautiful, these are my ride or dies. Same weight. So yeah, but you can see that that the Villa Beautiful is just a tiny bit longer. And when you pull the barrels off, see the difference? That's what I mean. Like, it feels like you're writing with a stubby pencil when you're writing with this. It's not bad. Like, obviously I can write with it, but I just notice the difference when I'm writing with it, that it's got the good weight to it, but it's a little bit stubbier than what I'm used to. So there's the pens. All right. So the only thing left to do is to flip it over and see if any of this ghosted. It did not. There's no ghosting whatsoever. Oh, let's try these because we use these a lot. We use mild liners a lot. So let's try. This is one of the darker colors. So you know that they have a lot of light colors that you probably, as you could try really hard to ghost, and they're probably not going to ghost. Like this purple is really light purple. So the chances of that ghosting are like none, but the purple one, the orange one might, but there's nothing. There's no ghosting at all. And what else do we have? Okay, these guys. Let me get the very darkest one I have, the purple. So the clean color dot, so this is in grape. Yeah, grape. Let's see what this does. So let's do some bullet dots. This is the darkest one that I have. So I can't test anything any darker, but nothing. I don't see anything. This paper is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Feels smooth. It feels nice. The only thing left to test is, and this is an important one for me, stickers. If I put a sticker down, can I pick it back up? So let's grab a sticker off of here. We'll get one of our little cutie stickers. Let me get my little pointers, and then here, let's pull out one of our stickers. Yeah, we can put a little bud on here. So here's the sticker I'm going to use. I'm going to set it down here, right? Rub it in, and then we want to pick it back up without ripping the paper. Oh yes, it came right up. Didn't rip at all. Did not rip at all. You're going to stay there because you're a little cutie, and we'll put your little butt right there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I have zero complaints about this. Zero. It is fantastic paper. And I can tell you from using the Hubman and Shubgirl planners. Here, let me just put this guy off to the side because you've seen that one. So let's play with this one. So Hubman and Shubgirl, let's find a page. So this is not bright white. This is that, what I was talking about, where it's kind of like that cream color. And I already can tell you, let me see, I don't even think I've used this one ever. No, I've never used this one. So let's go to the back so I don't ruin an entire book. So let's go to the back and let me show you what happens when you use a Zig Clean Color dot pen on a Hubman and Shubgirl. Oh, let's get the dot side of it. So let's see if you can see this. I'm going to go every other, like I'm doing a bullet journal. So there they are. Yeah, this one has some ghosting. Like when you look at it, I don't know if you can, it's not bad at all. So this paper is definitely good quality paper, but you can definitely see the ghosting, which means I feel like you're gonna see the ghosting with these guys. So let's see what happens when we put down a paint pen. So if you were gonna use a paint pen in here, you see how much darker that is? It's not even dry yet, so hopefully I don't ruin it. But yeah, there's ghosting on that. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. I'm gonna tell you that Hubman and Shubgirl's planners are good. Their journals are good. So more cutesy though. If you're into cutesy like I am, you know, these are fantastic. But I kind of wanted to grow up and do something a little more elegant. I wanted a place to be a little bit more creative and less cutesy. So that's my Archer and Olive. That's what that's for. Let's see, what else are we gonna use in here? Let's try the calligraph pen with my horrible, horrible handwriting. So let's just do some block writing. I'm gonna do hello. And then let's see if that shows through. Well, that definitely is ghosting. That's definitely ghosting. So, like I said, good paper, and the other thing that about this is, like I said, this is the cream and this is the bright white. So you can see the difference in the two when you put them beside each other. This one, it might not show with my lights as much, but this is like a creamy white and this is a bright, stark white. So that's the difference between the two papers. So thicker paper, white paper, both are dot grid. Both are hardcover, more cutesy, more elegant. Foiling, I don't think I've had any Hubman and Chubb girls that are foiled. I think they're all kind of like this style with her artwork on it. Super, super cute. Same thing though, these have pockets as well. So I'm not doing a Hubman and Chubb girl walkthrough right now, but it's basically like the same style of book, but much smaller in size. So you can see the size difference between the two. But as far as the thickness, but the size, they're both A5s. So they'll both fit inside of my little planner case that I have over there that holds A5 size planners. And I think that is about all I have to talk about right now with these guys. The next thing that I'm going to do with it, I think I've rattled on enough. The next thing I think I'm going to do with this is we're going to set up July. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you again real soon with the planner setup. Sorry about that. My puppy is having a bad tummy day. So she is like making noises in the background. It's a little bit embarrassing, and I apologize for that. So anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I can't wait to set up my July. It's going to be in the black planner. So we'll be doing it on the blackout paper, and I'm really, really excited to do my very first bullet journal. So I hope you'll join me for that. Have a fantastic day. Like, subscribe, all the good things. Leave me some comments, leave me some love down below, and I will see you again on the next one. Bye.